Hello, hello, hello everyone. I'm Jen Houston, owner of the Artsy Fartsy Gallery. I'm a full-time independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Canmore, Alberta, Canada. Wow, I haven't seen you in so long and I'm so excited to go live right now. I'm actually quite nervous. um, just playing around with lighting and fiddling on how to move my desk, and it's not all perfect yet, but we're just gonna go with it and away we go. So I am so excited to see all of you again. It feels like it has been months and months and months, and it kind of has. So you guys have put up with me and my roller coaster, and I really appreciate that. So when you pop on, say hello. Oh, hi Lori. Hello, hello. Hope you're doing well today. A little better than even yesterday. So yes, just like Lori, pop on, say hello, tell me where you're from. Is this crafting thing new for you, or is this something that you've been, old hat for you? So today, this week, my focus is going to be to kind of make some Remembrance Day cards. And of course, these can be used for Remembrance Day, or they can be used for many other purposes, of course. So hopefully this digs out a set that maybe you already have, and to play with it a little bit. Or if you don't have this set, of course, I would love to help you get this into your hands, because it is a beautiful stamp set in dies. Hello Janelle, and hello Norma Jean, good to see you. And my dogs still bark, despite treats and many different things to try and get them to stop. Of course, Kevin's on the phone, so I can't exactly stop, and he can't run over and give them the what for. All right, so let's check this out here. Can I remember how to do all this? Hi, Mary. Hi, Janelle. Melissa. Hello, hello. Minnie, hello. Nice to see everybody. Oh, I have missed you all so terribly, I tell you. Yeah, life gets busy and crazy, and I have missed my sanity stamping. Let's put it that way. All right, so today we're going to kind of focus mostly on this, the die set, Poppy Moments. And if you have your annual catalog, it's on page 178, and of course it coordinates so nicely with the Peaceful Moments stamp set. Look at that, isn't that stunning? Love it. So there we go, we're going to work on that today, and we're going to use kind of a fun fold that I found on Pinterest. I'll show you an example that I made. The lighting is absolutely horrible. So this is gray granite, just in case you can't tell. It's a little bizarre, but it's got a little belly band here, and then look how it opens. Isn't that cute? So it's kind of like, oh, it's a big surprise, right? Awesome. So this is what we're going to kind of work on. So for this example, I used, like I said, gray granite as the card base, and kind of for the belly band. I used the peony paper. Forget what it's called. Somebody will help me out. I know they will. For these strips of paper here, I decided to use Cherry Cobbler as my red, and Basic Black for the inside of the poppy. This is actually vellum. I don't know, I was trying to think of how I would kind of make it look a little more dimensional than just, say, using the first layer of poppy, or of Cherry Cobbler, and this outline layer is Cherry Cobbler. So I decided I wanted just something faint, but it does really stand out quite white, doesn't it? But it is vellum. This is Whisper White, and this is Mossy Meadow. So there we go. Let's check out how we make this card. So of course, my style, I'm gonna switch things up just a tad and use some different colors, use some different paper from that set and whatnot. So here we go. We're gonna start off with our first piece, which is gonna be our card base. Oh, and I forgot to bring over my bone folder, but maybe I can use something else for that. So first off, we've got a piece that's measuring 5.5 by 11. And we're gonna actually do some scoring. Let me just get my trimmer here just to show you. So our first score line is going to be at 1 1/4. I've already done this, so I'm not gonna. 1 1/4 and 3 3/8. 1, 2, 3. 3 little bumps. 3 3/8. Okay. So you can keep going, and the measurements are 7 5/8 and 9 3/4. But the way to make it easy is just remember two numbers. Just flip it over and do the exact same thing. So if you remember 1 1/4, whoop, and 3 3/8. 1, 2, 3, boom. And you're now ready to roll. So this is basic gray, like I said. Now I have a little, let's see if this works. I have a magnet here stuck to my stand from the Stamparatus. Maybe it'll come in handy to help me, you know, make a nice crease here. I feel like MacGyver. You'll be putting this on your YouTube channel. I can't stay to watch right now, so no worries. Yes, of course, this is going on my YouTube channel. All my videos, head on over there so you can watch them over and over if you have insomnia or need an idea, or oops, I think I'm going the wrong way. Yes, I am. So sorry, I'm folding these bigger strips in, and then I'm going to fold these little strips out. So yes, they will be over there to rewatch if you loved an idea and you just, you know, thought, oh, I remember that. She did that a long time ago. Where is it? And I just actually had somebody the other day ask me for one of my ideas that I had done way back in the day, and she couldn't find it on my YouTube channel. Thankfully, I have a search feature and I can find it really fast. So if there's ever an idea that I have done and you aren't quite sure, oh, where was that? I can't find it again, just ask me and I will help you out. I just remembered just to double check the iPad volume. Okay, so this is our main piece, of course. So other pieces that you're going to need is a little card insert. So I'm going to use Whisper White, and that's measuring at 4 by 5 1/4. Then we're going to get out, I'm using that peony paper again. I forget what it's called. So the one side is this beautiful marble, which would even look stunning, wouldn't it? So we're going to need 4 pieces measuring at 2 by 5 1/4. It's pretty bold, so we're going to see how this turns out. Gotta love when you just, you know, take a risk and let's just let's just do it, right? And then you need 2 pieces. This also comes from the peony paper of 1 1/8 by 5 1/4. And then you're going to have, see, when you cut this from your piece of 8.5 by 11, you're going to have it end up with a big strip here that you aren't officially using. So what I did was I cut off a 1-inch piece from that leftover section to make my belly band. So that is 1 inch by 11. And then from there you just need little doodads to kind of decorate your belly band. Easy, right? Okay, so let's start assembling this little critter here. So first off, I'm going to, I might stamp in the insert, so I'm just going to do that a little bit later. Let's put on these strips right here. So the 4, you have 4 strips because you're going to end up putting 2 on this outside, and then when you open it up, you're going to have another piece that's here to kind of surprise you. All right, so, well, let's start on the outside, why not? So let's get out our stamp and seal. Just need to get it going again. And I guess the trick to this is being very light. Took me a while, let me say, being very light-handed with it, and if you kind of end on a, like, on its can't see that. If you end like up and down, if you will. Apparently that has been very helpful for me in getting it to work really nicely. Okay, so here we go. Let's put that down there. That looks pretty tight, but I think I measured it right. So let's do the same thing on the other front side here. The sides are really tight, but the up and down are, do you know what I mean by tight? Meaning sideways, there's not a whole lot of space here on the sides, but there's more space this way. So maybe I did it wrong, maybe I did, I don't know. I was cutting my paper while watching my, oh, what is it? I'm a part of a pain group, and I'm a part of my best weight group still. And so every Wednesday morning they have videos to help us with different aspects, I suppose, of our lives to try and anyways, so this morning's was on low back pain, and how you can kind of, some exercises that you could do to eliminate or, you know, reduce the severity of your back pain. So that's what I was watching with one eye and cutting with another eye. So it very well could be cut wrong, who knows. All right, so now let's put these little strips on the front portion here. Oop, oop, oop. I thought this fold was kind of cute and so simple, really. Other piece. So how's everyone been doing? Any new excitement? I know some excitement I can't wait for is the on stage at home for demonstrators. That's coming up really soon. Next week, I guess. Yikes. So that'll be lots of fun. Oh, let's see if I can. Nope, let's go this direction. Because I tend to work down there, don't I? Okay, isn't that neat? Wasn't sure about this busy pattern, but I figured, well, this is going to cover over some of it, so it might, you know, might be all right. Okay, so once that is on there, I haven't done the insert yet, but what we can do is just take this belly band strip, and we're going to just kind of, I'm using my grid paper to kind of line up my card along one of the lines, and then let's just kind of make our paper, this strip end, I don't know when the end of the measurements happen here, and that's just going to give me hopefully a nicer crisp line when I fold it over. So there's that. Now you could score this, but I tend to not like doing that, because once this all gets kind of put together, it's sometimes a little, what I got on here, a little thicker than what you think it's going to be, and so just to help it all fold together and sit nicely, it's sometimes just easiest to wrap it around. Okay, I'm going to get out my magnet since my bone folders are over there. Oh, I am loving, loving, loving my windows in my new art room. Oh, goodness. I feel like I'm part of the world instead of in my closet. So I just got my stamp and seal. You could use, I did actually get out my, what's this tape called? Oh, lost it. Anyways, I did get that out to kind of put on here instead. You could also use the Stamp and Seal Plus. I'm obviously just going to go with the Stamp and Seal. So hopefully it holds nice and tight and everything will be fine. So one of the neat kind of labels comes from painted label dies, and that's also the set that kind of matches with the Peaceful Moments. So they've got the poppies. So this die set comes with that. And of course it cuts out beautiful labels and whatnot. Ooh, that's a bad shimmer, isn't it? So that's the one I used to cut this label out for our belly band. And then I ran the poppy portion, which comes from that Peaceful Moment. So it was called Darn Poppy Moments, through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And this time I decided to tear tape. Thank you. This time I decided to use some real red cardstock as opposed to the cherry cobbler, just to switch it up, see what we think. I don't know. Also, what I did was I once again used vellum. I still have that little piece on my finger. I guess it likes me. Once again with the vellum, I think it'll look pretty again. And because I'm going to be putting a little centerpiece on the poppy, you're not going to see where this Stampin' Seal kind of is hiding. Now a little piece broke off. No worries, it'll be fine. Now to line it up. Oh, here we are. Does anybody make Remembrance Day or Veterans Day, I guess, cards on a regular basis? To be honest, have not. I have never done it. What got me thinking about this actually was that I wanted a wreath for my door. And so I was kind of thinking, oh, I wonder if we could make, use this poppy set to make a beautiful wreath for the door. Of course, didn't have time, didn't get to it, but I think it would be absolutely beautiful if you were to put on a whole bunch of different colored poppies, and even this, to match with the gray color. I wonder if you could just, use a, I don't know, 8.5 by 11, but maybe do an oval cutout somehow, a larger oval to kind of make a wreath background, and just kind of add some poppies on, some sprigs, that kind of thing. I think it would look kind of pretty. So there we go. See how the Stampin' Seal will show through, but it's okay because we are going to be adding this little thing that looks like a little COVID germ. This is one of the dies that comes with this set. Oh, this, by the way, was the outline that we used from Poppy Moments. So we're going to use this little bit for the poppy center, and I decided, this time I'm going to use basic gray. Let's give it a try. There's also this little germy looking thing. I did actually run it through with basic gray again, but then I thought, oh, wait a minute, let's try that in basic black. Ooh, yeah, kind of gives it a little more of a layered look, doesn't it? Okay, so let's add these little bits on. I think I'm going to use my glue dots for this because it's such a small little piece. I think instead of trying to get my Stampin' Seal on here, might be tricky. And there we have it. And then this little germy. Has anybody made kind of a under the weather or get well or something like that with these little poppy centers? I think it's kind of cute. All right, so now I wanted to add a layer for leaves. And so one of the cool things is that it comes with a solid leaf die. And it also comes with kind of a piece that you can add as an accent. So on my former card, I just had just the solid leaf. But this one I decided, oh, let's change it up a little bit. And let's add that kind of shadowy piece. So this color I used was Old Olive. And as my little shadow piece, I'm going to use Mossy Meadow. Now, probably a smarter thing to do would have been to use my what's it called? When you cut it out with the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, I could have put the tape behind it and made it like a sticker. Or I could, of course, use my multi-purpose glue. That would work also. But I'm just being lazy. Surprise, surprise, my husband would say, I'm sure. And let's just put that on there with the Stampin' Seal. Okay, so this is ready to roll. The last thing we're going to do to kind of get everything ready to attach to our card is I've got a little strip that's, once again, was left over from the side, remember? I'm going to stamp my sentiment with that. And I thought, you know, thank you seems perfect. So I've got my Memento black ink, the thank you that comes from Peaceful Moments. I like it. I like the font from this set. So Memento black. Oop. See a little. Let's go this side. Stamp that on there. That did not stamp very well. Let's do that again. It's been very, very juicy, this black ink pad, so that's why I kind of didn't overly press too much, but I can see I had to press a little more. So let me close up that ink pad because you know what happens. And put that away before I get it all over myself. Grab a little pair of the paper snips, and I'm just going to fussy cut this out. Of course, you could just, you know, use all sorts of little dies to cut out this shape. You could just make it a plain old rectangle, but you know, first time back, we got to do, you know, some fancy, don't we? There. Trim, trim, trim. How's the weather where you are? We are having a nice little heat wave. not heat wave, but for us it's been quite nice. I think it's about plus, I think it's supposed to get to plus 6 or 7 today. So we'll take it. All the snow is melting, makes my heart happy. Yeah. Okay, so I think we are ready to start assembling. So let's get back our belly band here, and I'm going to attach this label die. How about, I think I'm going to glue everything on it first, and then we can put it on there. How about that? Let's go with putting this poppy on. I'm just going to do it a little bit off-centered. I'm going to use some dimensionals on the back just to pop it up a little bit. How do I want this here? So I'm going to kind of concentrate my dimensionals in more of the center of the poppy. That way it's going to kind of remain on the label. Like so. And then let's attach our green leaf. How about like that? And I think I'm going to use those glue dots again. Why not? No worries, Amy. Adhesive sheets, thank you. Let's just make this simple for ourselves and just use glue dots. Okay, and that bottom part is just going to get tucked underneath. If it's too long or it's not fitting in right, of course, oh yeah, see, wasn't very smart, was it? I'm going to have glue dots. Thank goodness I didn't press too hard. There. If it's hanging out too much, of course, you can just snip off some of those leaves and it'll help you tuck it underneath a little better. Okay, looking good. So let's attach this. Now I see that this is kind of far. See the crease? I think we're going to be all right, but let's try and kind of cover that by putting that edge of this label right next to that portion. I think it helps that our poppy is a little bit off-centered and off the label, so nobody's gonna tell. It's not gonna be a big deal. All right, let's just put some strips there. Whoop, let's turn this back around. And add. Oh, I did amazing with the glue. I was kind of worried I would, kind of go on the outside. You don't want that because, of course, anytime you put the card down, your belly band is going to be stuck to your card. So there we have it. Lovely. All right, now let's attach this little thank you. One half, the thank you, the TH part, I'm going to put one dimensional behind it because the poppy's already raised up one already, but this portion hasn't been raised up, so we're going to add two dimensional. So you just layer them up one on top of each other. And let's take off the back first, that would help. And let's just add this here. Well, thank you. All right, so now, okay. Oh, I like it. Those are nice colors. I like the coloring. Okay, but for this insert, I was thinking, well, should we add a little poppy? I think we should, right? So let me get my block here. I'm going to use my Memento black again. You could also decorate the envelope like this too, right? So let's just have a little look there, see how it's going, how that insert portion is. Did it get lots of ink on it or not? Okay. Oh, and look at I'm sharing the wealth here. Let's turn this over. Start again. Now, what do you think? Should we color this with Stampin' Blends? Should we use a dauber? Should we, I don't know, how should we color this in? There is also this stamp that you can use kind of to fill it in. It won't be exactly precise, but it is a way to kind of fill that in. So what do you think? Stampin' Blends? Should we go for those? Okay, just gotta move over here to my, this is my real red. Hopefully I've got that black ink off my fingers. Okay, do we have dark? Oh, this is cherry. And that's real red. Okay, way to go to put those away. Not really matching. Okay, real red, real red. So what was this again? This was the dark. Let's start off with the dark. And I'm just gonna kind of go more towards the inside and kind of on those creases. trying not to stick my tongue out. Oh, it's been so long since I've colored. It's kind of nice. Last night I was just exhausted. I was supposed to do a little Zoom get together with my team members, and I just was too tired. So of course my team members are amazing. They're so understanding, and so I got to go to bed early. I had a shower. Actually, I had a bath first. I'm not a bath person. Seeing all the floaties, it just disturbs me from your skin. Anyways, just a thing of mine. So then I hopped out of the tub. Well, and another thing is too, with my bad knees and my bad foot and my bad, my neck was sore and everything else, it's not easy getting in and out of that thing, the tub. So anyways, I had enough of that tub. And so I'm like, I'm getting out of here and I'm going into the shower. So there we go. Is it freezing? Oh, darn. Oh. Sorry about that, Alice. I don't know. Just going to go back and add a bit more dark here, just so you can see it a little better. Give it a little more two-tone. If that does happen, that I'm freezing, you can always check back, and I will be putting it on my YouTube. Yeah, it goes off and on. Oh, darn. Okay, next time I will have to use, I'm in HD mode right now. Maybe I'll just have to use the regular mode. All right, now just to add a little something extra. Let's go in with our white. Actually, it's not white, it's a color lifter. And just add some little spots, some little highlights. Just adds a little hit of something. It takes a while to for it to kind of work. So you'll rub and rub and rub, and it's not going to erase the color, but it just kind of moves it, if you will. Just to make it so your flower has a bunch of different layers to it. Yeah, I like that. Let's do that to the other one here. Cute. There. It's pretty far away, isn't it? This way, this way. Sorry. Different layers, right? And I think let's add, I believe this is Light Mossy Meadow. Yes, it is. Let's add some flicks, just to loosen that up a little bit. And in fact, maybe I'll just dab on some green. There's a little light portion in that center bit. Let's just do that. Okay. That could have looked cool if we had have splattered on this, even this too, if we had have splattered on the paper before, of course, before you add it to your belly band. That would probably make some variation in the poppy, a little more dimension, right? All right, are my fingers clean? Let's add this to our insert. It'll be a hit of surprise. Oops. When somebody opens this card. And like I said, this this card, even if I don't use it for Remembrance Day, it's totally appropriate for many other occasions, right? Just a thank you card for this, that, and the other, right? Okay, here we go. Let's put this little belly band on and have a look. Just slides down. So you can have it down low, you can have it in the middle, you can have it up on the top third. So let's check out the difference in coloring. Neat. So this one's definitely more subtle. This one's a little more bright looking, isn't it? Interesting. This one I used the gray granite. That saying pops up a whole lot nicer than say the basic gray, but it is the lighting for sure. In real life it looks, you can totally read what it says and it's totally okay. But so just once again, check out this fold. So isn't that neat? So open and there's your puppy. Cool. You just like it black? Yeah, the black by itself would have been totally okay too. So there we go. There are 2 cards that we have made today using this Poppy Moments die set, for the majority anyways. If any of these products catch your fancy, and you don't have a demonstrator that is working with you, I would love to help you out. You can always go shopping online. Yay! Don't even have to leave the comfort of your own home. You can go shopping at jenhouston.stampinup.net. And if your order is under $200, if you could use the host code EVYU7UN4, that helps us out. And that also will allow you to get a little bit of a little bonus. I send out thank you cards at the end of the month to anybody who's ordered, and so if you've used the host code, oftentimes there's a little something extra in that card for you at the end of the month. So, all right, I am going to end up putting this on my YouTube channel, as I said before. I will take some pictures and I will upload all the directions and the measurements, and all the things will go on my blog. So in case you missed the beginning and you don't know how I put this all together, or what did she use for that again? What color was that? I'll show it all to you later on. So be on the lookout for that. If you have not yet voted for October's Chopped, head on over to the Facebook link there, or you can go to my website. The link, there's a spot there where you can vote for your favorite October Chopped project. Man, people are creative. Every month it baffles me at how creative people are using. They get sent the same items and they come up with such unique and amazing projects. So I want you to vote for your favorite, right? Get your opinions in there. Last day to vote is tomorrow at midnight. So don't delay on that. Get that in. Other than that, I was busy working this morning on some different card classes that I'm going to be offering very soon, Christmas card events. So be on the lookout for that. Hopefully tomorrow I will have more information out, at least for the first class. I know some people signed up for the 12 Days of Christmas card retreat, and I'm busy working on that as well. So lots of fun stuff coming up, that's for sure. But tomorrow we're going to continue on with this kind of Remembrance Day, poppy kind of idea. And I hope to be on. I'm going to say again tomorrow at 2. Let's just stick with 2 because I know I have another meeting in the morning at 10:30. So 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, we will be back here. Bring your coffee, your tea, your water. Bring your projects. Come sit and play with me. I'd love to see you again. Thanks, everybody. I'm so happy to see you all. It was great to see you. So we'll talk later. Bye.